Hey guys, so today I'm talking to you about knife sharpening. Keeping your pocket knife, your kitchen knife, whatever you have, nice and sharp is really imperative. You want to make sure it's not dull. Having a dull knife is actually more dangerous than a sharp knife. So today I'm going to show you how to take care of it. So to begin, you're going to need obviously a knife, a whetstone, some water to put the whetstone in, and a rag. So what you want to do is go ahead, get some nice clean water, place your whetstone in it, let it soak up for about 5 to 10 minutes until there's no more air bubbles coming out. Those air bubbles being pores within the stone that are filled with water. Water acts as a lubricant on whetstones and helps take the filing off the knife. So this is a dual textured stone, so you have your 1000 grit and your 6000 grit. The 6000 is used to really polish up your edge, and the 1000 is used to really grind yourself down to a new edge. So this one's already ready. So place it on a damp rag, that way it sticks a little better to the table so you don't have the stone flying all over the place. Move your water out of the way, and then go ahead and open up your knife. You want to keep your edge to about a 20-degree angle for most knives of European descent. Asian knives usually need about a 15-degree angle, but refer to your knife maker for that angle. What you want to do is you want to go ahead, have one nice firm hand on it. I like to keep one on the back, and then just a couple fingers that can fit to really hold the blade steady. What you want to do here is define your angle first, so get a nice 20-degree angle, and you want to hold that. So you don't want to move this wrist at all, and you want to do all the movement with your elbow and your bicep. So just like this, you want to push the blade on one side, and then when you're working on the opposite side, you can pull it. Now if you're left-handed, do it the other way. So we'll go ahead and start. So just pull it back and forth, and make sure you lift up the last second to really get the tip sharpened as well. And then keep some extra water available just to dribble on top of the stone to make sure you can keep it nice and wet, and that'll help slurry off the excess filings. And you'll see some of the grit from the stone start to pop up. So it's good to count on each side a couple times, maybe up to 10 strokes. I kind of just go for a feel. But you want to go back and forth until you start to feel a burr. You can feel that with your fingertip on the opposite side from what you're sharpening. Once you feel that, that means you're really starting to build that edge. So go for a little bit longer. Make sure you have it nice and defined everywhere on the knife. And then go ahead and flip it over. You want to break that burr off. Get that nice and sharp. Now this is a pretty short process if you keep your knives nice and maintained, so it won't take too long. And then right when you think you're done, always checking for the burr periodically to make sure you're actually sharpening the knife, go ahead and give a couple back and forth strokes just to make sure you define that edge. And then go ahead, dry it off, get all that grit off the knife, and then flip it over to use your polishing grit. Get that nice and wet, and then either using the same method you were before, this pulling back and forth, or just a quick filing like this. And you'll know it's working when you can get a nice irony metal metallic taste in the air. This really pulls off that last bit of the edge until it's nice and sharp. So, that knife's done. So, when I'm talking about a burr, I'm talking mostly about this little metallic, this little edge that builds as you're sharpening. So here's a sharp knife, like a nice triangle. Here's a nice dull knife. It's got kind of a blunt edge there. And as you're dragging, as you're grinding this down with a stone, you're redefining that edge. And so as you do it on one side, what happens is you'll start to get a little bit of a curvature on the edge. And you want to break that off every time. So when I switch to this side, that'll break off, and you'll feel it here. And then you break it off, and you feel it here, until eventually you ground yourself back down to a new defined edge. So instead of sharpening, what you can do to maintain your edge is to actually hone it with a steel, a nice honing rod, or another cheap method if you don't own a rod is to take a ceramic plate. They actually do make ceramic steels, so this is fine. Take it and then just draw the knife right across that bottom ridge, and that'll work just the same. It'll like molecularly realign the edge for you, and then that's it. And that's how you keep your knife sharp, safe, ready to use. So next time you're out whittling, cutting fruits, veggies, meats, you don't have the knife slip, cut yourself. It just goes right through what you intend to cut with, and you look good because you have a nice, sharp, and professional knife. Thank you for viewing, and I hope you have a good day.